Tonight on News 3, new information about the subcontractor working in Sun Prairie before the explosion.
Plus, new and exclusive video inside the fencing in Sun Prairie as crews slowly allow business and homeowners back in.
This is News 3 at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. We'll have those stories in just a bit, but before that, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued in our area.
So let's get right to meteorologist Dave Caulfield in the Weather Center with our first alert forecast.
Amanda and Mark, a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings right now across southern Wisconsin. We've had a warning for about a half hour across Richland into Crawford and Grant counties, but a warning just issued for the storms in Sauk County until 7 p.m. Severe thunderstorms located in a line extending from near West Baraboo to west of Spring Green. This is moving east at 30 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and quarter-sized hail, the threats in that batch of thunderstorms. Most of these storms are moving east, so this line gets to Madison closer to 8 or 9, so in a few hours. But we'll still have to watch the sky because if things form out ahead of that line, we need to watch that very closely. Downtown Madison on the Edgewater Skycam, no rain just yet. Currently at 89 degrees, so about 2 degrees cooler than last hour. South wind at 11 miles per hour. That dew point still in the 70s, so plenty of fuel for those storms to use to continue moving to the east. Temperatures in some other spots in the 80s, but where that rain has fallen, we're into the 70s and 60s. Dew points still well into the 70s for many of us, so that humidity is going to help spark those storms and push them forward. Heat index values still feeling like the mid to upper 90s across portions of southern Wisconsin this evening. Temperatures falling through the 80s into the mid 70s with scattered storms. Some will be strong to severe. We'll have a check on the radar and also track these storms hour by hour in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you so much, Dave. It's now been about 72 hours since the devastating explosion in Sun Prairie. Today, some residents were allowed inside their homes for the first time, but only for a short period of time, and they had to be accompanied by first responders.
This evening, the contractor who was involved in the work in Sun Prairie before the explosion, Bear Communications, has identified a subcontractor they say was working on their behalf. A spokesman for Bear says that work was being performed by VC Tech Incorporated. As
of today, the 100 block of Bristol Street remains closed as the investigation into the explosion continues. More than a dozen people were injured, including a police officer and firefighters. One firefighter, Captain Corey Barr, was killed. Once again, we have Sun Prairie Strong team coverage.
Rose Schmidt was at a meeting with business owners today, and Keely Arthur is at the Sun Prairie High School. Let's start with Rose. Rose, what was discussed at the meeting today?
Hi, Mark. Well, inside of this fence here is the area known as the green zone. That's actually the area closest to that site of the explosion on Tuesday night. Now, the old City Hall building is actually inside that zone, and that building has been around since the 1800s. It's still unclear at this time whether or not that building will be okay or if it's going to have to be torn down. Now, that inside that building, there's a business owned by Elizabeth and Daniel Donahue. It's called the Chocolate Caper. They don't have a timeline yet of when they'll be able to get back inside to see what's left of their family-owned business, which makes up half their income. They moved into the space 8 months ago after searching for what they believed was the perfect location.
We've had nothing but good experiences here. So what I really worry about is whether we would not be able to reclaim our space for some reason, finding another spot so that we could stay in Sun Prairie, because we really enjoy being a part of this tremendous community.
The Donahues were among dozens of business owners who came to a meeting at City Hall today to ask questions to police and city officials. Now, the city says that individual business owners are going to have to go back inside to their businesses and bring in insurance adjusters, electricians, plumbers to make sure that they can assess the damage and make sure it's safe to go back inside. But so many of those people don't know when that will be yet.
All right, Rose Schmidt reporting in Sun Prairie tonight. Thank you, Rose.
And we are learning even more about the amazing things Corey Barr accomplished in his short 34 years. The fallen firefighter was selected as Firefighter of the Year by the American Legion in 2016. The Sun Prairie Post tells News 3 Corey was selected because of his dedication to the community, both as a firefighter and a businessman. Corey's wife, Abby, and their 2 girls were at the ceremony. A billboard also went up today in honor of Captain Barr. It says, "Fallen, Never Forgotten, Captain Corey Barr." It's located along Highway 151 as you come into Madison.
A special U.S. honor flag is in Wisconsin to honor Captain Barr. It's brought to funerals across the country to pay tribute to those who have lost their lives in the line of duty protecting others. An Army veteran took the flag to Ground Zero after the September 11th attacks and has used the flag to honor heroes ever since. The flag was flown from South Florida and arrived in Milwaukee earlier this morning. Many residents are slowly but surely returning to their homes in the area surrounding that explosion site.
But for those who lived above their businesses that were destroyed, they have no home to go back to. Our Jamie Perez spoke with one woman who is going from house to house as she tries to make ends meet, all while dealing with the tragedy of having nothing.
This is what's left after an explosion shook the town of Sun Prairie. Stephanie Coy is one of several business owners who lost everything that day.
So sorry.
That's just like everything they left. Everything.
I know. I am so hurting right now.
We were supposed to open in like 2 weeks just so I could get a paycheck.
As residents continue to wait by the fences to be escorted in to grab some of their personal belongings, we captured what happened when Stephanie tried today.
No open-toed shoes, and we've got helmets for you.
I don't have any shoes. Everything was in the house.
I would love. All right. You guys got an extra pair of boots around? I'm sure. You want me to check?
A kind friend standing nearby took off his own shoes so Stephanie could see what remains were left. You're looking at exclusive cell phone footage from inside that fenced-off area. This is Stephanie's home and business.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do on this now.
Officials said the buildings are still too unstable for most of these business owners to go inside.
Oh, like I'll never be able to go in that building again. The roof.
Yeah, you can't get in there.
Ever.
That's gonna be
It'll
rough.
be gone. They said you can't get in at all. It's
No,
like
no.
tonight that could blow.
As she leaves the remains of her building behind, she's still left with a major setback. No word of help from the Red Cross.
I'm still waiting to hear from them, actually. I went there the second day, Wednesday morning. They told me they would call me that evening when they heard something, and I have yet to hear anything from the Red Cross.
No shoes.
Dave, I got your shoes back.
Hey.
They just went through it.
How'd
They
you
wouldn't
do?
let me go in.
Yeah.
And no clothes.
You said the clothes that you're wearing right now
Are my friends. Yeah, like he's construction, so I don't know. And then Daly's gave him a shirt, so I am supported for sure by the businesses and everyone.
In the meantime, she's staying at a hotel nearby, the thankful work from the community, and as they come together through a time where almost everyone seems broken.
It's just stuff, but it's just, I feel like devastated, frustrated.
In Sun Prairie,
I'm just heartbroken. I lost my job and my house in the same day.
Jamie Perez, WISC News 3.
And Stephanie's business was the Bear House Hotel, which was set to open in 2 weeks. That's, of course, before this tragedy occurred.
She's hoping she can get it up and running once the devastation subsides and it's safe for residents and business owners to return to that area. The residents who lost everything are getting financial and emotional support at Sun Prairie High School today. Multiple agencies, including the Red Cross, United Way, and local Knights of Columbus and Lions Clubs, will be working with the victims until 8 p.m. tonight. Sun Prairie Resource Center Sunshine Place is also on hand. Our Keely Arthur is live at the high school to share how the center had a special connection to Corey Barr. Keely?
That's right. Well, this high school is going to be a very sad place tomorrow. It's where Captain Corey Barr's memorial service is going to be held. But today, it's actually full of a lot of good. Right here behind me, the victims in the explosion are getting the help they need, probably just like Corey would have wanted.
A lot of our families that are going through this are not alone.
It's been a pillar of support in Sun Prairie for more than a decade.
As a community resource center, that's what we do.
One that Captain Corey Barr was no stranger to.
We sat down not too long ago and talking about how can he give back to Sunshine Place. And so he himself led as a true example and just wanting to give back.
I will definitely be in touch, okay? This Friday, Sunshine Place carried on Corey's wish, joining forces with groups like the United Way, Red Cross, and Lions Club to give back in a way the community never really needed until now.
There are families that have lost it all. They have lost it all between not only the place that they're staying, but their clothing, their food. Their memories are forever gone. And that in itself it's heartbreaking, and we want to be able to restore that.
And while they may have lost everything in Tuesday night's explosion, because of Corey, they have their lives, and the people of Sun Prairie will take it from here.
It's been a tremendous loss in our community, and so we stand here with the Barr family with just wanting to help as much as we can.
And as we mentioned, this is where Corey Barr's public memorial service is going to be tomorrow. Crews are setting up for that right now. We'll have coverage tomorrow morning. Back to you.
Keely Arthur reporting live. Thank you, Keely.
And this coming Tuesday, July 17th, News 3 will be partnering with the Bank of Sun Prairie for an all-day telethon to raise money for the Disaster Relief Fund. Our phone lines will be open from 4:30 in the morning until 10:30 at night to help keep Sun Prairie strong. Well, there's more to come tonight on News 3 at 6. Dave will rejoin us with a look at the full weekend forecast.
But first, a Madison business owner going above and beyond to help recovering addicts. That story's coming up next. Welcome back. The gym is the perfect place to build muscle, strength, and for some, a new life.
Gym owners in Madison know there are too many in our community struggling with drug addiction and other mental health issues, and they're doing what they know best to help. News 3's Madeline O'Neill tells us about an area gym with a focus on recovery.
I get the best highs, the best feelings here than I ever did while I used.
Keep going.
Transforming your physique takes repetition,
6,
strength, and lots of support.
keep going, keep going.
And as Katie Kiss will tell you, changing your life isn't so different.
I was arrested September 11th, 2013 on burglary charges.
Addicted to heroin, Katie felt stuck.
I wanted to have a baby. I wanted to have a family. I wanted a normal life.
Working out got her moving forward again.
If it's working for you, work it.
3 years ago,
I walked in, I saw Tony in his office. He just flashed a big smile at me.
Badger Fitness's owner Tony and others helped her find her footing. Then she did the heavy lifting to build herself back up.
It's all about changing the paths in your brain to create new behaviors.
I'll do it with you. Now she runs a Badger Fitness location where everyone is welcome.
Good boy.
Helping a large portion of her clients fight back against mental illness and addiction.
At least 20 to 30%, whether it's gambling, whether it's drugs.
10 years ago, I thought I was gonna be, excuse my language, a worthless junkie.
This is Katie's best friend, Jessie Wood, who she met in recovery.
It can get to be some pretty dark days, and I don't have to live life that way anymore because I have I have this. It's a second home.
Now they both sweat it out together at Badger Fitness to stay clean.
I feel awesome. I'm ready to take on the world.
Look at here at the gym, Katie's built muscle, sobriety, and also a family.
I still have moments where I have to like pinch myself. You're gonna go to daddy.
Remember the owner, Tony? That's her fiance. And this is their daughter.
I'm finally living the life that I never thought I would ever have.
Yes! And you can see Katie's determined to push others through their struggles as well.
That's fun.
Katie is talking with counselors at a recovery clinic about offering exercise as a tool in recovery, and she hopes to start working with the justice system to provide drug offenders another outlet to try and get better.
Madeline O'Neill, that's so cool. Thank
Very
you.
Cool.
Still to come tonight, the final days of Freedom. Packers training camp is less than 2 weeks away.
Plus, local favorite plays in the second round of the John Deere Classic. Those stories coming up in sports.
Some severe thunderstorms with heavy downpours break the heat this evening, but this weekend will still be pretty warm with more storms. My forecast is next.
Time now for the weather. Dave Caulfield is in the backyard weather patio. The storm's not yet in the Madison area.
Not yet, but we are starting to see some clouds from those storms move into Madison. I've noticed that over the past couple of minutes here on the weather patio, and also some bugs want me to tell them the forecast. Wait your turn, bugs. Alert day in the forecast for tonight for the threat of some strong to severe storms, mild and muggy conditions as well. We're definitely still feeling the muggy air in town. That's going to help provide some fuel for those thunderstorms as they continue to move to the east. So we have that severe thunderstorm watch for southern Wisconsin until 11 p.m. tonight. We've already seen numerous severe thunderstorm warnings in that box of severe thunderstorm watch that is out, and we can see on Doppler track those severe thunderstorm warnings in Sauk County, into Grant County, Richland County, and Crawford County right now. The Crawford County and Grant County storms, that warning goes until 6:30, and for Sauk County, Those warnings go until 7. Some very, very heavy rain being reported with these storms in northeastern Iowa as these storms were going through. In about a 3-hour period, 3 to 4 inches of rain falling on some spots in that area. So it just gives you a sense of how much rain is in these storms, and also some very gusty winds and small hail can be expected as these continue to move to the east over the next few hours. Local storm reports, wherever you see a blue dot, that is some hail being reported, and also some wind and tree damage across portions of northeastern Iowa and southwestern Wisconsin. Over the next 3 hours, we're looking at that line continuing to move to the east. Still could have a bit of a punch as it moves closer to Madison in the 8 to 9 p.m. hour. So severe threats, mostly talking about gusty winds and heavy rain, some frequent thunder and lightning. The hail and tornado threat, that is coming to an end over the next couple of hours, and that is a very isolated threat. But we could see some small hail in some spots. Here's what Platteville looks like right now as those storms get very, very close on the Queen Bee Radio Skycam. And Madison, we've noticed those clouds on the increase on the WISC-TV Skycam. Temperatures down a little bit because of those clouds. Still pretty humid out with dew point temperatures in the low 70s. So temperatures right now in the 70s and 80s, depending on if we've received any rain or not yet. Dew points still well into the 70s in some spots, making the heat index feel like the mid to upper 90s still across portions of southern Wisconsin. Tonight, mild and muggy with thunderstorms likely and temperatures in the upper 60s. For tomorrow, humid, not as warm with some more showers and thunderstorms. Those shouldn't be severe, but it is possible that we get some more rain and storms tomorrow. So future track showing this line continuing to move to the east, getting to Madison about 8 to 9 o'clock tonight. Then our future track products have been really painting some more showers and thunderstorms, not severe, overnight into early Saturday morning. Some more showers possible as we head into the day on Saturday, and as we head into Sunday. We're not done with those thunderstorm threats even into Monday as well. By the time we get to later on Sunday, 1 to 2 inches of rain definitely possible, and with those downpours, some locally heavier amounts of rain are possible as we head into the next couple of days. 7-day forecast showing nicer weather on the way for Tuesday and Wednesday with temperatures near 80, low humidity, and plenty of sunshine.
How is Aaron Rodgers spending the final days of his summer vacation? By playing golf in Lake Tahoe, of course. The story's coming up in sports.
News 3 for
Packers training camp less than 2 weeks away now, so quarterback Aaron Rodgers and the rest of the players are enjoying their last final few days of freedom before the hard work begins. Rodgers again playing golf in the American Century Celebrity Tournament in Lake Tahoe. His group includes Carson Palmer and Tony Romo. So let's check out Aaron Rodgers' golf swing, and it is not too bad at all. And how about results? Well, results are very good, too. This shot leads to a birdie. Rodgers in 16th place after the first round in Lake Tahoe. The leader is former Badger hockey star Joe Pavelski. Another local favorite playing in the second round of the John Deere Classic on the PGA Tour. Steve Stricker won 3 straight John Deere titles from 09 to 11, but he needed a great round today to just make the cut. Well, this one helps here on the par 3 7th. Stricker's 6 under for the tournament through 16 holes, so he will make the cut, but he's 10 shots behind the leader, Michael Kim. And still another local favorite playing in a major on the PGA Tour champions. Jerry Kelly at the Senior Players Championship in Illinois. How about this for a 25-foot birdie putt on the par 3 14th hole? Kelly's at 4 under par, 24th place. He's 7 behind the leader, Scott Perrell. The World Cup returns this weekend with the final 2 games. They actually play a third-place game, and that's England and Belgium tomorrow morning at 9 Madison time. Then the championship match Sunday morning at 10 Madison time, France and Croatia for the 2018 World Cup Sunday morning in Moscow. In Dushanbe, Tajikistan, they had a camel named Maria try to pick the winner of the World Cup final Sunday. 2 bowls of food, one under a French flag, one under the Croatian flag. Oh, yeah. The choice of the camel in Tajikistan is France. Thanks, Maria. The Northwoods League All-Star teams were announced today, and the big news is we have a graphic that can fit 8 names on one page without being so small you can't read it. Anyway, 8 Mallards named to the South All-Stars, including Jake Randa, Tyler Plantier, Trevor Schwecke, Drew Campbell, David Vinsky, Trace Norcus, Carson Ragsdale, and Dalton Wiggins. The All-Star game is in Kalamazoo, July 24th. One of the greatest matches in Wimbledon history today, and it wasn't Nadal against Djokovic. It was Kevin Anderson against John Isner in the semifinals. They went 5 sets. The 5th set went 50 games. Anderson 26, Isner 24. The match went 6 hours and 35 minutes. The other semi, Djokovic leads Nadal as play was suspended at Wimbledon. Tomorrow's women's finals, Serena Williams against Angelique Kerber. The Brewers have just started their game in Pittsburgh. Junior Guerra is the Brewers' starting pitcher tonight. Brewers and Pirates will play a doubleheader in Pittsburgh tomorrow, then a game on Sunday, and then the All-Star break. And it was dollar hot dog night at the White Sox game in Chicago, but everyone's buying hot dogs. Oh, that guy loaded up on mustard, got all over his left cheek. So his friends see it on TV. They start calling him on the cell phone. Hey, you got mustard on your cheek. And all he hears is wah, 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 wah. So he wipes his mouth, and his friend's going, no, 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 your cheek. Finally, they got it right. If you put ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago,
Forget about that. Thank you, Jay. Storms moving in.
We're trying to catch up with all these storms right now because we do have a new warning issued for southeastern Grant County until 7, 60-mile-per-hour winds and heavy rain with these.
Keep it here for updates throughout the evening. We'll see you back here at 10.